This is The Wheel Weaves, a Wheel of Time podcast with no spoilers. Hey everyone, I'm your host Dani, and I'm the first-time reader going through this series chapter by chapter. As always, there's no spoilers past the chapter we're covering, and that means it's totally safe for first-time readers. I'm joined by my co-host Brett, who's a longtime fan, and he's guiding me on this journey. We'd like to thank and acknowledge our executive producers, Brandy and Kirkwood, Sean McGuire, Yanis, LightBlindedFool, Big C, Deyvis Ferreira, Green Man, Bennett Williamson, Hannah Green, Noralia, Greysin Ishara, Helena Jacobsen, Matthew Mendoza, Sims, Cyndi, Manethraen, Andrew Scarponi, Mr. Boddy's Body, David, and HoneyBunchesOfJason. And before we get into things today, we just want to thank and welcome Jordan P., Maytu, and Nuria Mans. Thank you so much for your generosity and your support. We really, truly appreciate it. Let's just test the microphone for volume levels just to make sure.
One more time.
Everything sounds good.
Is it good?
It's great. And we should probably leave this in the episode so people know.
We do test it, usually. There's a lapse in judgment.
Okay, well, in this episode, we're talking about Chapter 28 of A Memory of Light.
Yeah, Chapter 28 is Too Many Men. Starting to suspect something. Something fishy's going on.
Just now, I'm starting to think.
I'm wondering.
I think things aren't going well.
Yeah. There's
also,
some things. Yeah.
That's a penalty.
What?
Too many men.
Oh, okay. Oh, hockey joke there.
Yeah.
Okay. No, I get
it.
it.
The Oilers start their playoff run tonight.
That's true. Yeah.
So we got to finish this up so we can watch the rest of the game.
Yeah, that's going to go down. Okay. All right. So I'm going to kick us off with a fun fact here, and you're going to be super excited about it. That's okay.
The way you just stared blankly at me was the best.
It didn't connect. It didn't connect. I didn't get your joke, but I get it now. It made sense.
It's just a minor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
go ahead.
All right, so I'm going to test you now on this fun fact here.
Because I'm not listening at all. Okay,
yeah,
sorry.
Okay. So there has been lots of stuff with talking about troops and troop arrangements and formations and types of units and such.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah, I've done some fun facts about different weapons and a few different areas, but I don't think we've ever talked about the difference between heavy and light cavalry. So I figured... It comes up a lot with the Borderlanders.
Ooh, does
so
it?
I figured, a lot.
I've literally never heard that before.
Heavy and light cavalry.
I don't think I've ever heard those words before.
So I'm going to tell you what makes heavy cavalry and light cavalry and the differences and the function of both so we understand in the chapter what we're doing. So I want you to start us off. Take a guess. What do you think is the difference between heavy cavalry and light cavalry?
Well, I know cavalry is riding horses. Your army's on horses.
Yep.
Okay.
You did get that part right. Good. Yes. Yeah.
So I would assume heavy cavalry is when you wear lots of armor.
Okay.
And you are like really physically heavy on the horses.
Okay.
And a light cavalry is like all you have is like, I don't know, a sword and shield.
Okay.
And then you're much lighter. Like you don't carry as much.
So you're
on
light cavalry compared to heavy.
You're physically lighter. Or
No. Or what?
Tan horses versus black horses.
Okay.
No?
Okay. You are correct.
Really?
Yeah, you actually got it pretty good. It's very specific, but I'm going to go...
It's not color of horses.
It's not color of horses. It's literal
it's
size and weight.
Okay.
And what you're using them for is going to be different for the purposes of having heavy or light cavalry. So, specifically, the heavy cavalry is literally heavier cavalry. So, we're talking the armored shock troops on physically bigger horses that are designed for direct charges into the enemy.
Did I ruin all your plans by getting that right?
No, that was great. That was a great, easy way to explain it.
Okay.
So the big heavy ones go in a straight line, basically.
The Clydesdales.
Yeah, sure, maybe.
Has it got to be the big horses because they have to hold more weight too?
Well, they can be physically bigger horses, yeah. I don't know if I don't know enough about war horse breeds.
That's the only one I know that's a big one.
Yeah, I don't know if it's like a draft horse, though, specifically versus...
No. Just let me have my Clydesdale moment.
It's good.
Okay, thanks.
It's good. Okay. And then the light cavalry are the literal, lighter, smaller, faster, unarmored or lightly armored troops, and they're used for things like reconnaissance, skirmishes, raiding, like the in and out.
I can't believe I got that completely right.
Yeah, that was really great. So more specific to the differences you would see, the heavy cavalry, you're using it to break enemy lines. So that's what the shock charge is for. And you've got the heavy body armor, usually on both the horses and on the soldiers, and then you're using the momentum of all that weight to hit the enemy really hard, and you're typically going to be using weapons like the heavy lances.
Yeah.
Right? When you're charging straight ahead.
Oh, you just punched the microphone.
In a lancing motion.
You know what?
Yeah.
I almost said the word lance.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. And that was the motion.
I got lancing.
Okay, yeah.
I
That's why I
understand.
punched the microphone.
I got it. I know what a lance is.
Okay. Now with the light cavalry, again, the lighter, smaller, mobile troops, you can use them for scouting, patrolling, the quick reinforcements, and we get a little bit of that like this chapter too, how we need quick reinforcements sometimes. And that does go along with the minimal or no armor on both the horses and sometimes the soldiers. You might have smaller weapons, bows, things like that. Now, the distinction, that's basically what we're seeing in the Borderlanders here. Now, it is pretty funny, though, because I've got some bad news. Apparently, people on the internet are arguing.
No.
Yeah.
It's usually such a place of calm and peace.
I know. It's those historians again. It's the historians that are once again arguing about things.
See, I don't know why you can't just teach us about history instead of always harping on the past.
Right? Little wicked there. Okay. So the question is about the existence of the fabled medium cavalry.
No.
Yeah. Okay. But it's actually a thing because some people believe it did exist, and then other people are like, no, there's only light or heavy cavalry. And it's like, what are you? Some kind of like big guy on a little horse or little guy on a big horse? Doesn't make any sense. So I'm pretty sure medium cavalry did not exist.
How could it?
There's no in between. It's light or heavy.
Yeah.
That's it.
Very black or white.
Mm-hmm.
Got it. Oh, my color thing didn't make any sense. Now that I'm thinking about it, because I thought it was light and dark cavalry, but it's not that. It's light and heavy. That has nothing to do with color.
That's okay.
Whoops. All right. Should we talk about this chapter?
Yeah, let's do it. We got 3 perspectives to get into here, so stuff happens.
I do like that even though it was a short chapter, I feel like each perspective had quite a bit going on.
Yeah, okay.
And I kept on thinking that the chapter was going to be over, but then another perspective would start.
Okay, that's fair.
So it felt good. Like, I like it.
Okay.
If you're going to give me a short one, give me lots of perspectives.
Definitely. Okay, let's jump into the first one then.
Okay, well, our chapter symbol is the sword.
Yep.
With a hilt.
Yeah, like the heron.
Yeah.
Mark sword.
I guess.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We get a lot. We get it for land sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so we start with Lan. We're in Lan's perspective, and he is talking with a soldier because there is some funniness going on. Somebody's monkey businessing around.
Yes,
we
that's
need to
very
figure
true.
out what's going on with the orders coming from Egelmar.
Yeah, so we have, so there's a lot of stuff that happens in this chapter for troop stuff.
Yes,
I'm going to
so
go over some of it here. Now, we have 2 reserve forces that were both sent separately, and neither one knew that the other was going to the same place. Whoa. So that's the issue. So when we have a hole in our line because the Trollocs are like breaking through, you want to send reinforcements, light cavalry, fast to get there to fill the gap.
Okay.
Now, instead of having one group go, which would make sense, we had 2. And then they bonk into each other, as you can see
that's
from my
not the
hands.
first time.
No,
and then the ref blows the whistle, and they're like, too many men.
Yeah. And it's kind of funny because Lan thinks about this too. Like, technically, having 2 reserve forces go to fill the same like hole in the lines, it could work if both of them knew what was going on. Then they could coordinate. Neither of them did, so this was in fact an error. Definitely penalty.
Oh, 100%. This has been happening since the beginning of when we started fighting.
Yes.
It feels like, with Egelmar. And
teeny little things.
This was the first place that we got the little bit of hint that, like, maybe something fishy's going on here.
Exactly.
Sprinkled tidbits.
Yes. Yeah.
And so now it's official. Definitely funky things are happening.
Yeah. And we do have some notes on the Dreadlords here because the Dreadlords are attacking and stepping up their attacks against the army. So that is where some of the concern of the holes in the lines are coming from. So it does appear, I'm just going to say this pretty frankly, the Dreadlords kind of mean to their own guys because they don't care if they kill Shadow Spawn. Like, the Dreadlords don't kill if they kill Trollocs as long as they're killing human soldiers too. Just a bunch of bad guys, man.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's what happens when you have like overwhelming
I've
numbers.
always said those Dreadlords, I think those are bad guys.
The word dread is in their name. It's crazy.
Okay, so we got people here talking about how this is just...
It's not good.
A bad concern.
So we've got Lan, we've got Andir, who was the one who was originally talking to Lan about
Egilmar.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then we got Prince Kaisel, who is part of Lan's troop now, even though he's not technically Malkieri at all. And he shouldn't necessarily
Where's
be fighting.
he from?
Kandor.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I just wanted to know if it was Saldea because I got my
Right.
my radar, my Dark Friend radar on specifically for
Shienarns? Well, because that's
no,
Tenobia.
Saldea.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, you're confused.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay. Did I say Sharna or you?
I don't know.
I said
It's hard to say. I don't know. I have no idea.
Saldea.
Okay.
Okay. Anyway, not there.
Right.
Okay.
So anyways, yeah, there's a conversation between the three of them. They're like, hey, maybe he meant to send those two forces to this one hole because the Dreadlords and blah, blah, blah.
Nope.
Lan's like, nope, nope, didn't happen. No way.
Okay.
It's wrong.
And then we go over to
Yes.
Atheniel.
Yeah.
Who I know this name.
Yeah. She's
been around.
She's the queen. Yeah.
And she's been doing stuff.
Yeah. Well, yeah, she's been around. She's one of the queens.
Of?
Kandor, like Kaisel.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Kaisel is the grandson of Atheniel.
Okay.
Yeah. But, like, he should technically be he should be with the Kandorans.
Yeah.
Kandoris.
I can tell you when I'm reading.
Right.
I could give a shit who anybody is.
Yeah.
And then now when we're talking, I'm like, hold on, wait a minute. Who said
and
what?
Where are they from?
Yeah.
So we've got Lan going over to Atheniel, not because he wants to talk to Atheniel. It's because he wants to talk to Baldir, which is the sword bearer for Queen Atheniel. We've seen Baldir around a few times, and he's the sword bearer, like protector, basically, kind of like ceremonial, but also in reality.
Okay,
he's
bodyguard.
got like the big sword, the ceremonial sword.
Okay.
Anyways, it's a whole thing, and it's not super relevant. Lan's gonna go talk to this guy about the whole funkiness that's going off with all the orders.
Cool.
Yeah. So we're going to get a side conversation
Finally.
now with Lan, Andir, and Prince Kaisel, and they're looping in Baldir into this whole conversation here. Mm-hmm. And we're talking about hypotheticals, and I'm going to put hypotheticals in like air quotes because we get Lan basically saying, "Hey, I got a question for you." Like, okay, hypothetically, okay,
I have a friend.
I have a friend who has a friend. It's not me, and it's not anyone I know, but a friend. Yeah, okay. So he's like, "Hey." So Egilmar has sent a quarter of our reserve forces to one opening, and I don't think that was necessary. And Baldir's like, okay, sure. We've got Egilmar giving out some orders to the Saldean light cavalry that we're going to pull away from one of the flanks so we can hit the Trollocs and do like a hit and run tactic so we can try and pull more of the Dreadlord attacks. Like, we got to keep them on their toes, basically. So they have like a back and forth conversation about how it seems like Egilmar is trying to run a defensive maneuver to make it appear that they are weaker than they actually are. And it's all fine. Like, it's all in the up and up. We're trying to tempt the shadow into making a mistake.
Or what we're doing is we're just being weaker than we are.
Yeah.
That's actually what I think is going on.
Right. So we have a lot of, like, little moves in this conversation and in the entire battle where each individual order by itself makes sense, and even combined a lot of them do make sense, but they're not quite good enough. They're not good enough to win, and that's the real big issue here.
Well,
yeah. So Lan asks, like, hey, what do you think the plan is? Like, how do you think this is going? And Baldir says, well, it's good, and it's a good move if you think the battle's going to go for a long time, but he also didn't know that Egilmar has moved the reserve troops. The reserve troops being those two groups that went to go fill in the gap that shouldn't have both gone. Okay. So we've got a couple like issues that, yes, the moves seem good, but nobody has all the information.
Well, and all of this at this point is fluffy, duffy writing.
A little bit.
Because now as a reader, I know what's going on, and I'm waiting for the characters to catch up to where I am.
Well, because we literally just had this whole thing with Bashir where it was like, we had the big argument of everyone thought everyone else was doing what they were supposed to be doing with scouting, right? But then Tam was the one who called them out and said, actually, none of that's happening.
Scene. And it's good that we're getting this, and I think that it's interesting, and we're like, oh yeah, okay, it's not just, oh, Bashir's a dark friend, Egilmar's a dark friend, and they're working independently. It's like, nah, there's a bigger plan at play here, and it's good to know. But the amount of detail that goes in to us needing to find these characters catching up to speed, it's like, okay,
it's like a half a chapter behind almost where it should be. Like, we should be fine. We should have a confrontation, because we end this perspective with no confrontation yet.
Yeah, no.
We've got Lan being like, okay, I gotta make sure. It's like, Okay, yeah, like I respect that because Lan's also like they are dancing around. They're being very careful about the accusations
of
they're
calling
throwing.
Agelmar a dark friend,
It's
whereas
big.
Elaine is like, dark friend!
Yeah, like
Dark friend!
kick him out. You're done. Well, and that was Tam. Tam called him out. Like Tam immediately was like, I think that the Shadow's in charge here. So good for Tam doing it. Lan is not. Lan does the hypothetical. He's like, let's say that you've got a friend who's in a position to sabotage the entire army. And let's assume
they would, maybe?
They want to do it, but they want to be really subtle so they don't get caught. So then he asks, what would you do if you were in a position to sabotage the army and you wanted to do it but sneakily? So this is actually really interesting and is going to lead into the later part in this scene here because Baldyr's like, okay, well, if I was going to sabotage us, I would put us against the river up on the high ground so it looks like we're in a good spot, but we're in danger of being surrounded. And then I would commit our forces into a fight and then like split us. Yeah. So make each step seem rational because the next part would be to pull the archers away. And this is the key point. Yeah. Pull the archers away off the hills so that the shadow spawn can come around and surround us without us seeing. Because typically if we have the archers where they're located, then they could raise the alarm, see the shadow spawn coming. They could fire back and maybe like hold off the shadow spawn long enough to have more reserve troops come. But if I was going to sabotage, I would move those archers.
Right.
So that's the big key here. So Prince Kaisel's like, whoa, I can't believe we're even thinking about this. And Lan's like, well, we
they kind of have to.
We have to.
Yeah.
We have to like suspect anybody and everybody. Mm-hmm. So we go over more of this original plan, but Baldyr's like, it's a good plan. Agelmar is doing a decent job, but he's not doing a good enough job to win.
Enough.
Yeah, especially for a gray captain at the last battle, like we gotta
to avoid suspicion for a little while anyway. Yeah. But like not even because there have been several people now who are suspicious of some of these moves.
But it's gone on long enough that maybe that was long enough. You know?
They're now completely losing.
Yeah, it's like it's not a good thing here. So Baldyr's pretty sure that there's something wrong with Agelmar. Everyone's like pretty confident that things are not
going well.
Well as they should be here. We get more of what the original plan would be like to retreat through gateways and yada yada, like that whole thing too, which is it's not super important right now. But what we're going to have here is them going to the command tent. It seems to confront Agelmar together as a group here. But as they get to the command tent, we have a messenger coming out
saying archers should leave.
Yeah, exactly.
No, we just said that shouldn't happen.
We just said that's the one move you would do if you were going to sabotage them. Yeah. Shoot. Yeah. So
no, that's not happening.
Yeah.
I'm Lan.
No.
And I'm in charge.
Yeah, so
I say no.
Lan is in charge. He's Daishan, so he is technically
just under Elaine.
Yeah, like Agelmar technically is in charge of the army. It's kind of like the Matt situation where it's like you're in charge until you're not in charge anymore. Mm-hmm. Like technically Matt could be replaced.
Yeah, but Lan gets to say no to Agelmar's orders.
Yes, so this is pretty sneaky too. So Lan strikes the orders down, gives new orders to the messenger, and sends him off with some people to make sure that those orders actually get carried out. That we are going to make sure that we have scouts going out over the hill to see if there's shadow spawn creeping up, because that was what you would do to
sneakers.
You move the archers away so that shadow spawn can sneak up. Now we got to check to see if this is actually like a legit sabotage move, because moving the archers was given with a justification here by Agelmar that it would be a good idea to fire on the Dreadlords. Like rational plan if we didn't suspect sabotage, and we hadn't moved the reserve forces and all these things.
Which we've done. Okay, exactly. We get it.
So yeah, Lan's like, the only time I'm going to consider the ramifications of this is after I have all the facts. And it's like, you got to move faster, man.
Lan, I'm sorry, you do.
Yeah, yeah.
You do have all the facts.
Pretty much at this point, except for, is there shadow spawn? Like, are there shadow spawn creeping up right now on us?
Well, other than those facts, but like,
yeah.
Still.
We have enough.
100%.
So it's tricky.
Yeah.
And that's basically it. It was a lot of information, a lot of speculation.
Yep, that's it.
But
we're ramping up.
Okay.
We're in the middle of the ramp up.
Yeah.
We're ramped. Yeah. We're ramped, and now we're up.
Okay. Clarification, just to make sure I know where your head's at. Agelmar, not specifically a dark friend, but being messed with somehow.
That is my prediction.
Bashir. Okay.
It would surprise me more if Bashir ends up actually being a dark friend.
Bashir?
Yeah.
Okay.
So that would surprise me more than Agelmar being a dark friend.
Interesting. Okay.
Because I feel like Bashir's a character we've been with through a good majority of this series.
Yeah. Like Agelmar, we got in book 1, but then we didn't see him for a long time.
And then that's really it. And then we got a whole thing where Ingtar's a dark friend, and then there was a whole thing. And so if there's anyone here who's gonna be a dark friend that I'm not surprised about,
it's gonna be Agelmar.
It's gonna be Agelmar.
Okay.
But that's not my number one prediction.
Okay. Number 1 prediction is he's being messed with.
He's being messed with. It's just a messed with situation.
Okay.
But I still do think Tenobia is a dark friend.
Okay. I like that still.
Maybe being messed with by Tenobia. Who knows?
Possible.
Yeah,
it's possible.
It's possible. She's here, you know?
Here's a question. So are we going to pull a move that we did with Bashir where we take Agelmar out of control? We basically make an accusation and say, you're not in charge anymore?
What's going to happen?
Yeah. Like, what's happening here now?
Or, like, what should happen?
What's going to happen? Just what's going to happen?
Well, they should take him out.
Like, kill him?
No. Take him out of power.
Okay.
Same as Bashir.
If you're like, take him out.
No!
Okay. Take him out of command. And Lan's
in charge.
Lan's in charge now. Okay. Yeah, that's what I wanted to know.
Yeah, okay. As it should be. Although, what battle commanding experience does Lan have?
Yeah, no, like I love Lan.
I like Lan, but is that really the role for him?
Yeah, is he actually like a battle commander of armies? Like, I don't know necessarily that he's not a great captain. Like, he's a great warrior. He's a great individual swordsman and protector and defender and probably has a lot of good experience.
Yeah, but I'm just going to go on and assume he's excellent at everything because he's Lan.
It's true.
So he can just do it.
That's true. Yeah, okay.
He can do it better than...
Well, I was going to say, like, Elaine.
Much better than
Well, because
Bashir's
replaced and Elaine's in charge with the rest of her commanders.
Well, and like Tam and I don't know.
Yeah.
Other people are there.
But like even Tam has experience, but a lot of it is old experience.
Yeah,
same with Lan's
command
command experience.
At least we have people who are definitely on the good side.
Why would you say that? Why would you say that? It feels like you're jinxing that. There's no way anything can go wrong.
Except for everything that's going wrong.
Okay. All right. So that's it for this perspective. Let's talk about Loyal.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I was excited to hear from Loyal.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, good.
Mm-hmm. Except it's not going great.
Well, no, everything's going bad.
Yeah.
But, it's different.
Yeah. He might not be a smart Ogier, but there's a little Forrest Gump.
A little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's got it. And he is a smart Ogier.
Yeah, not when it comes to warfare, but he knows that they're losing.
Shoot. Okay.
Okay.
So, Loyal is currently just chopping down Trollocs.
Yeah, left and right.
Left and right.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
All of the humans look like tiny little children babies.
Yes, but then he's like, no, Loyal, don't think of them like little babies. They're people. They're brave and they're dying for a cause.
Even though
Trollocs
versus Ogier is a huge battle.
Yeah.
And the little people.
Honestly, I love the visuals of it because like the only time we really got to see, well, maybe not only, but one of the iconic times we got to see Loyal being...
Do something mean?
Yeah.
Or mad?
It was way back like in Kyrian when there was like that Trolloc ambush with the puppeteers.
Yes.
And then
it was like one single Trolloc.
Yeah.
And he like picked it up and threw it out the wall. Or
basically,
something.
Yeah. He like held it back and he's like, he got it. And you're just like, wow, Ogier are huge and Trollocs are big, but Ogier are bigger and stronger and meaner. And then you have just this like line of Ogier with their big ol' axes just swinging. Honestly, I love it. It's so cool.
Excellent.
Yeah.
And now I'm feeling sad.
Okay.
And we'll talk about this.
Okay. Yep.
But I'm mostly feeling sad that there's no Tinkers here.
Why? What? I wasn't expecting that. Why?
Because this is the song.
Oh, well, okay, not technically.
No, I think this is it. This is the growing song.
Yeah, okay.
Of peace and love and happiness and harmony.
Well, no, it's not of peace and love. It's of life.
It's exactly.
It's different.
Not to them.
It could be.
They don't even know what they're looking for.
They don't.
This is clearly what they have been looking for. This is it.
I gotta argue that.
What?
I think what they're looking for doesn't actually exist.
I know that.
They don't know what they're looking for.
I agree with that too. But if from flashbacks and like things we've seen, this is the song.
This is as close as it gets.
This is as close as it could ever possibly get to the song.
Yeah.
That's from the peaceful life they're seeking.
Okay. I'm going to do some specifics here because we jumped over like the battle stuff
No, I know.
here.
That's all I care about.
Yeah.
Well, I actually don't really, because there's like words to the song, which I didn't really read.
No, and I'm not going to sing the lament here.
But if you're listening to the audiobook, Michael Kramer...
he gives it a go.
He gives it a go. Yes, he does.
It's good. No, okay, so Loyal is in the middle of battle, and we've got some thoughts here. So just as a recap on the battle dynamics here of what we're trying to accomplish here. So we have actually, and I say we, Elaine's forces have been successful in defeating the Northern Army.
Yeah, but too bad those Southern Army Trollocs
is here.
Came in early. Way before we thought they were going to be.
Yes, due to bad reporting and...
Not bad reporting. Shenanigans.
Yeah,
due to shenanigans.
Okay. All right, so we have successfully defeated that group. We are currently having the soldiers from the north side like coming in to now defend on the south side, but we are exhausted and bloodied, and it's not great. We've got the Ogier defending the dragons because we really don't want to lose the one advantage we have here.
Good.
So that's what their task is.
Mm-hmm.
And this is where we get Loyal singing the dirge for the forest that have to be leveled, basically. Like the sad song is what he does first.
Yeah, but he says it's not a song of mourning.
Well, the first one is.
Oh.
The first one that they're singing is absolutely a song of mourning.
Okay, I ignored that part.
And then Loyal gets bitten by a Trolloc and he kills a couple.
Oh, yeah.
And then he's pissed off because he's like, I actually don't like all this loss of life and all the humans dying and stuff. I'm not fond of this.
I'm mad, actually.
And you might say peeved.
Whoa.
Wow. So then he starts singing again louder and louder, but this time it's not the song of mourning, it's a song of life, and it's an angry song of life.
Loud.
And things start
angry.
Growing.
All
and,
around him.
The weapons the Trollocs are holding, like the wooden hafts are bursting into like more life, and the Trollocs are freaking out now because that's happening. And Loyal, like the grass around him is turning green. Like it's fantastic. I love it. Because Loyal thinks, I am not dying here today because, gosh darn it, I have a book to finish. I love it, and it's really it's sad.
It's sad because Robert Jordan
is in a lot of senses loyal.
Well, he passed away and he didn't get to finish his book.
Yeah,
but then here Brandon Sanderson is
the fighting spirit, and he's gonna do it.
We have a book to finish.
We have a book to finish, and he's not dying on this hilltop here. Yeah, so we've got some thoughts of Elaine's front too, like we got the Wolf Guard barely hanging on, Legion of the Dragon is being pushed back here, like the Ogier are technically holding with the dragons, but like how long is that gonna last? Like it's really not good, and we end on just like that's what we're left with.
Well, good. I'm glad that Loyal's gonna turn this around for us single-handedly.
What? No.
Yeah,
that was not the lesson that you need to take out of this.
No, that's exactly what's happening here.
Okay, I like Loyal.
Yeah.
And I like his song.
Love it.
And I like that they're fighting.
Yeah.
He is not a person? He's not a Ogier entity that could single-handedly defeat a Trolloc army.
Well, it depends how loud a song is. How he's been...
What are you talking about?
I don't know. He could just be like the best tree singer that like has existed. We have all these crazy Tavirans and crazy channelers that have ever existed in thousands of years. Why can't Loyal also be super special?
To do what, though, specifically? What are you talking about?
He's going to have a song, and he's going to sing it, and he's going to defeat everybody with his tree growing. Almost,
like nature's going to come alive.
Green Man.
Yeah, where Green Man like burst a bunch of like...
He like grows into a normal tree.
Bunch of vegetables come out of the Forsaken's mouth and stuff. Kills him because he's so good.
No, but it's like...
Yeah. No, in book 1, that's how he dies. The Forsaken dies.
Vegetables out of his mouth?
Not vegetables. No, it's like flowers. Flowers and fungus and like busts apart and like roots and stuff.
Because I remember when he like hugs him to death.
Yeah.
As a tree.
Yeah, and like bursts them with roots and stuff.
Yeah.
It's like,
same. He's gonna do that
to all the Trollocs, the entire force.
Yes.
Ogier.
The whole because he's just gonna trees everything.
Yeah.
That the Trollocs are holding.
Yeah.
Turn into trees that then kill them.
You know, it's gonna be really frustrating. If this is like a heavy and light cavalry situation where it's like, yep, you got it. Yeah. That's yep.
You know, that's what I'm hearing here because he's not dying and
yeah,
he's
I mean, you
Make
could have
everyone
collectively
grow.
been like, oh, all the Ogier are going to do it together.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
No, you did not say that. You said loyal.
Loyal. And then
Yeah.
you're like, he's the best. And everyone's like, oh, wow, that's great.
We can
And
do
then-
this together.
And then they all join in and stuff.
I really like that, actually. Not even like being sarcastic. I think that's really cool.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay,
I
don't
like
be
that.
a dick about it.
No, I have to be a little bit. If I can't be a little bit of a dick at the end of the series here, what have the last 6 years been about?
What about the beginning of the series?
What
and
am I
the middle of
working
the
towards
series?
then? Okay. Yeah, I like it. But
Anyway, so I'm not worried.
You know, I don't like that.
Oh, okay.
I don't like that you're not worried at all.
I would prefer not to be worried. So this feels better for me to just feel
Yeah.
optimistic, you know?
Sure. That goes against everything that I thought I've taught you.
Yeah.
Just to feel.
I'm done feeling, I'm done feeling like, everything sucks. I'm
Yeah.
done with that. I'm over it. So I'm just going to see all the good, you know?
Sure. Let's talk.
Ignore the bad.
And yeah, only
See
the
all
good.
the good.
Okay.
And
well,
then, you know what? Your reading experience will definitely improve.
it's good.
You
Make up your own story.
Yeah.
Read whatever words you want to be on the page. You don't have to read the words
And they can all be topless. Every one of them.
all the time.
All the time.
I like
Including the Ogiers. Okay.
Ogier? I think Ogier is still plural of Ogier.
I don't know.
Yeah. It's a moose situation.
All right. Well, that's it for Loyal's perspective.
Right,
So
okay.
thanks for checking in. Back to you, Matt.
Okay. Perspective change. Okay. Well, you do that part.
It is a perspective change. Back
Yeah.
to Matt. Yeah.
Okay.
Now, Matt is over at the Shan Command Center
Right.
hanging out with like Min, right?
So much
Min's here?
sassiness. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Min is here, but I would just I got to say it ahead of time because there are a limited number of pages here with Matt. And
What does that mean?
well, there's only like 4 or 5 pages that we have here with
in
Matt.
this chapter. Okay. Huh.
Well, yeah.
I was like, there's a limited number of pages for every character because the book's about to end.
Well, yeah, that too.
But
I meant like it's a short perspective.
I thought you meant for Matt's life.
Okay, it's a short perspective, but he gets like
He gets
Eight.
shit done.
he doesn't really. He gets like 8 sassy comments in.
Oh, so many sassy comments.
So much in a
No,
very
I think
short
he gets
amount
a lot
of
of
time.
stuff done.
Okay, I beg to differ, but
Oh, okay.
that
I felt it was productive.
he changes clothes.
Excellent. It's so funny. That's one of the best parts. What do you mean? Like
That's basically what happens.
Yeah.
He talks about wanting to go get a view of the battlefield.
No, he's gonna go do it.
He will, not this
No.
chapter.
But he's like actively going.
Nope. He's not actively going yet.
He will be right away.
He leaves the tent or whatever,
Exactly.
the building that he's in,
Exactly.
physically,
Yeah.
then that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's
So
on
when you
his
say
way.
like
He's on his way.
yeah, the next time we see him, there's gonna be so much.
Yeah.
'Kay.
Maybe.
So Matt's in the Shanshin Command Center. There's maps and maps and maps, and he hates maps. He hates all the maps. Matt hates the maps because they're not good enough.
No.
He needs to. It's kind of funny because this is the exact same thought that Gareth Bryn had, like I think last episode.
He's like, ugh, who wrote this?
Well, and he's like, I need to be in the battle. I need to be
see
close
it.
and see
I
it
don't
and
want
feel
reports.
it.
Yeah.
And Gareth Bryn had a thought last chapter or whatever it was when we were with him, where he thought in the future, all the battlefield command posts will be miles and miles and miles away from the actual battlefront, and that's going to suck.
Oh,
And that's exactly what Matt is in right now, is he's
Right.
far away
He
from the
doesn't like
battlefront,
it.
doesn't like it. He needs to be up close and personal and see what's going on here.
Good.
So Min comes back here.
Oh, she's so fancy now?
Shanshin fancy too, not regular
Not
fancy.
regular fancy.
Yeah. Okay. Can I go over a couple of the sassy things that Matt says?
Sure. Because there's no way he's going to wear all these bulky robes.
Yeah. Okay. So one of the sassy things he says is like, oh, something about a street artist drawing a pretty woman, and that resulted in a dead-on representation of Senbui in a dress. It's
Ah.
like, okay.
Excellent.
Then
Love it.
we've got some comments about this Cortani lady. So she's one of the ones here. And he's like, she's as pretty as a bundle of sticks with armor bolted on, and she must have eaten something sour once, and upon learning the resulting grimace was useful for frightening away birds, decided to adopt the look permanently.
Yeah, that's a little excessive.
Yeah, and
Mhm.
then another
Okay.
one is, talking about Min, perhaps if the whole Doomseer thing didn't work out, she could find work as a chandelier. It's like there's so many little quips. And Matt is, and I think that's just his frustration coming out.
But
because he doesn't want to be here right now.
But I also don't think that a lot of those are even said out loud.
No, they're all in his head.
Yeah.
It's all
It's
in
for us.
It's all for us. Yeah. And getting inside Matt's head because he's frustrated and he needs to get out and go walk or something. I don't know. Okay. So Matt's like, I got to go see the battle. I'm leaving and I'm not wearing these clothes. And then he pulls out a bundle of his old clothes that he has stashed away under the table here.
Where'd you get those?
So good. Yeah. Because Colgan is like,
what the fuck?
Where did that come
Dude?
from?
Yeah.
And why do you have it? And this is interesting because
Matt's like, no idea. They were just down here.
Yeah, it's crazy. But then in his head, he thinks it's good to know that even with all the stoicness of the Shanshan, they can still be bribed like normal people.
Oh.
So that's just like how he did it. And it's a good just like thought process on how the Shanshan work internally. Like, yes, they are rigid and stuff,
also,
but
they can be surprised.
They can be surprised too.
Because I like this whole Gulgan's like, never.
Yeah.
This could never happen.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So one thing that I do need to point out here, because it's like an offshoot sentence here, Matt has back all of his medallions because even the duplicates. So Tuon.
How many does he have?
He had a bunch from fighting the golem. Remember when he was like whipping them around stuff? Yeah.
Oh, no.
So
I forgot about that.
Tuon has given back all of them and has refused to keep a copy, one of the duplicates, for herself, even though Matt seems like wanted her to, which would make sense because doesn't matter if you can't
it's connected to the power, like she doesn't want it.
I understand why she doesn't, but Matt thinks that she should have one.
I wonder if she could Suldam with it on. No, you can channel with it on.
Not
right?
the duplicates.
Oh, not the duplicates.
Not the duplicates. With Matt's original, you can.
You can channel with it on.
But could you with the duplicate that like takes away your ability to channel? Yeah, that's a good question.
Ooh.
I don't think we've seen that.
Well, no.
I don't know why we would.
Why would we have seen that? That's just my question.
Yeah. I'm just trying to think of like
because I was like, ooh.
Trying to think of the science behind that.
I just want more of that, thrown into Tuon's face a little.
Sure.
You actually can channel, and you're a big hypocrite.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. So Matt's got his change of clothes on. There's a bunch of stuff about him like half dressed, blah blah blah. We don't need to go over that too much.
It's the best part.
He has learned that he should absolutely not bribe the Death Watch guards because regular Shanshan guys can be bribed. Do not bribe the Death Watch guard.
Right.
And they don't play around at all. And that's good that they're defending Tuon, so he's okay with that. It's like of all the people who would defend Tuon, it's good that it's the Death Watch guards. Like they're the most serious. We know that about them already. So now Matt has to wait. So like this is the thing, like he doesn't actually do a lot. We have to wait for someone to go get pips so that we can leave and go to the battlefront.
Yeah, but I like how this all rolls out.
Yeah.
Because this is a good conversation.
Right.
And I like it. And I actually very wholeheartedly agree.
Between Matt and Min?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So let's talk about that. So we're waiting for Pips to arrive. Matt and Min are going to have a conversation.
So Min should actually consider staying here.
Yes.
And running with this new job for a little while.
Right.
Not that I think she can just like leave if she wants to. But unless like Rand like summoned her or like something.
Yeah.
I really don't think that Min is in a position where she can just go if she wants to.
Really?
Unfortunately.
Okay.
So like that part kind of sucks. So then
even pulling some Doomseer cards?
Yeah, no. Two on his own, like, has her and sees her as, this is my person who's here, and you're not allowed to go anywhere.
Right, but how would she be held back? Because it's she who must not be touched, and they were like, I don't want to touch you.
That's true. I still think that it would be tricky for her to just, like, leave.
Yeah.
Because it'd be like, I don't think so.
Right. Okay, I get that. Yep.
Yeah. But anyway, I think that she should own this.
Right.
And that's what Matt thinks too.
Yeah, and Matt tells her that if Rand was here, he'd probably want her to stay too, because I don't know how much good you were doing at the whole Gareth Bryn camp. Like, what are you actually doing?
What were you even doing there?
Yeah, fair.
Here, you can actually, like, do some things.
Yeah, so, and he's like, I don't know if you know this, but the Shanshan and the Aes Sedai really don't like each other. They don't get along very well.
So isn't it, like, a real good idea to have the Empress's ear?
Yeah, and, like, Rand would want you to be right next to the Empress to nudge her in the right direction, maybe with some nice, like, well-timed omens.
Right?
I don't know if you could do that, but...
I'm surprised she doesn't more.
Well, I mean, let's just wait. Like in general, not
like
just...
in general, yeah.
Yeah.
I'd be lying all over the place.
If you don't give me that sandwich, Doom. Doom is coming for you.
Mm-hmm.
Don't eat that sandwich.
Yeah.
It's mostly just about getting more sandwiches.
You know what I see in your future? You buying me sandwiches. You better go get one.
Right. Okay. So on a not sandwich related note, it's more so like keeping an eye on a foreign monarch and then building that friendship between her and the rest of the world. And like, if you have to report back to Rand on stuff that's happening, that would be really useful for Rand and his allies.
Yeah. Well, and
totally
to be fair, Matt also is in this position too.
I know. Yeah, it is funny. But like Matt also...
I think he recognizes that Min is in a closer position to reporting back to Rand potentially.
Yeah, and this, I think I might have mentioned this last time too. It's like, not that Matt isn't loyal to Rand, but Min is more loyal to Rand than Matt is, just by the nature of their relationship. Like, yes, of course she's going to be. Min, yeah, absolutely. Yep. So, I mean, it's a pretty big responsibility that Matt is laying out here too. But like, to be the the go-between, basically, like, it is a pretty big role.
Yeah, and I think he's completely right.
Yeah,
I think she needs to just own the situation she's in right now.
Yeah,
because. Exactly the point. Like, what else is she doing?
Yeah, exactly.
And she was just having this whole like crisis about what her place is. She was lacking purpose because everybody else is so special and she's not.
Yeah. Now you have this
Min, yes, you are freaking special.
Yeah. You have an incredibly, and not only do you have like a really big role here, but it's like with people that like wholeheartedly believe in what you do.
Yes.
Everyone in Randland's like, oh, it's scary. No thanks. Don't want to know. And the Shanshan are like, yeah, tell me.
Everything.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. And of course she's like, I hate you, Matt. Because he's making a lot of sense right now.
Yeah. It's good. Yeah. I like Min and Matt as a dynamic duo.
Yeah, totally.
And like, I think that Matt also wants her to stay so that he's got like a buddy.
Yeah, like someone normal here too.
Yeah.
It's good. Okay. So while they're having this conversation, Tuon is coming up because while we were waiting for Pips to come, someone has went and alerted Tuon that Matt's trying to leave. So she finally gets up, and I'm calling her Tuon here because it's Matt's point of view, and he's always like
calling her Tuon.
Yeah. Okay. So Tuon gets up, and everyone does like the typical bowing and scraping.
And she's like, what's going on?
Yeah. Friggin' Cortani here.
Yeah.
Okay.
The Raven Prince wants to go visit the battlefield. He's judged our messengers and generals to be lacking skill.
I love this so much. It's like, you know what? I got a newsflash for you, Cortani.
Yeah.
You aren't. Like, yeah, he's judged you as wanting. It's like, it's not good enough for him.
Yeah, and then the groom finally shows up with Pips, but then Tuon is like, well, then what are you waiting for?
Yeah, well, there's like that hesitancy where everyone seems to be expecting her to be like, no, Matt, you're not allowed to go.
Yeah.
But then it's the exact opposite of that. It's like, yeah.
If he thinks everyone sucks, then probably everyone sucks. He has to go.
Probably
and I'm going to.
Yeah.
And then Matt's like, no.
That's not what I wanted.
No.
I can't think of a reason why.
Yeah.
Why you shouldn't go too.
Yeah. Well, and it's funny too because at some point Matt thinks, man, that guy is taking a long time to get my horse.
Right.
And then when Tuon's like, hey, idiot, you should have tripped over yourself to get his horse here as fast as you can.
Well, and Cortani, because she's like ratting him out or tattling on him basically, and she looks like, oh no, what have I done? Because...
And then Matt thinks that's very funny.
It is good. So yeah, we're going to make an outing out of this, and there's no way that this can go badly, I guess.
Well, and Tuon's coming too.
Yeah, so there's doubly no way it could go badly. It's going to be great.
I'm choosing optimism.
Yeah, that's the mood.
I don't know. I'm in a
mood you're in today.
Well, let's go watch the rest of that hockey. I don't even know how it's going.
Right.
So,
yep.
Hockey game.
Yeah. Okay. Well, let's do it.
Yeah. And I don't even have to say it. One more chapter.
Yes, of course. What do you think this is?
I don't know. A different book, maybe?
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So before you go ahead and sing Trollocs to death, I'm going to say that this is part of the pattern now.
Yeah, it's part of the pattern.
Well, that's it for this one. Thanks so much for listening, everyone. The Wheel Weaves is hosted and edited by Dani and Brett, produced by Dani and Brett with Passion Socks, Cody Feltz, Mo Zyme, Jamie Young, Jared Berg, Ricky Morissette, Matt Truss, Antoine Benoit, MKM, Megan, Colby T, Gabby Young, Rycat, Chris G, Sarah Creech, Saverio Bartolini, Megs621, Hamar's Lament, William Johnson, and Courtney B. With music by Audionautics. Now, be sure to check out our Patreon page if you're interested in supporting us and the podcast. We'd love to send you some Patreon exclusive merchandise as a thank you. Plus, you'll gain access to our episodes earlier than everyone else. And at the time of recording, we have over, 50 bonus episodes at patreon.com/thewheelweavespodcast. So you can find all of that and more over there. For general information about our show, like how to get in touch with us, how to send us shot glasses, how to join our Discord, you can visit thewheelweavespodcast.com. And as always, please be sure to give us that 5-star review because it really does make a huge difference in helping people find us. And be sure to tell a friend, Riyadh, because referrals really are the best compliment. Thanks again for listening. This really is part of the pattern now.